Radio. Shout it.
Yeah, it's Atlanta's #1 hip-hop station, Hot 107.9, and new home for the morning hustle. Yours truly, Beehive Radio. Shout it. In the building with me right now, I got some players kicking major flavor. I'm talking about creators, writers, directors, actors. The new movie, The Bid, that's tearing up the streets right now as we speak. I got Boone, rich in this thing. What's good with it, fellas?
What's up,
Man, feeling good, feeling great. Now, I mean, this movie, The Bid, man. 13 sold out shows off the rip. I mean, talk to me about this.
Well, Philadelphia been waiting for this movie for a long time, man.
Yeah.
And we got most of like social media comedians from Philly.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's like the film is filled with them. So we got like 12 strong social media comedians that came to like 4 million worth of followers.
Yeah.
So and then we branched off and got Ha Davis and Mr. Commodore.
Yeah.
So when the city saw us doing that, we sold all the shows out pre-sale tickets.
My God.
The day when they came to go buy a ticket, they like nobody could see the movie. That's why it was brewing like crazy, and the word of mouth was like ridiculous in the city, because it was our sense of humor. It was Philadelphia, straight urban comedy sense of humor.
Exactly.
So they understood every joke that was in there. So it's on steroids in the tri-state area.
The Bid. Break that down to me. What is the movie about, and how did y'all come up with that title, man?
The title, I used to work at Walmart, man. for like 10 years, I worked at Walmart. We used to hire criminals.
Yeah.
And I used to train them, unloading trucks and everything. The criminals used to try to make me unload the trucks. So I wasn't going for it, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I ain't been to prison, but you ain't, man, you don't want me to call you parole officer. All right. After I used to bust on them and everything and joke on them all the time, they said, yo, Boone, man, if you was in prison, you would be the Bid. So at first I'm like, what? Like, I don't know what you're talking. Like, yeah, what's the Bid? So the other ex-cons like, yo, yuck, man. So I'm like, what it mean? He said, yo, it's the funniest person on the cell block. Mm-hmm. Like, this was 03. Like, literally 03, 04. They're like, yo, it mean the funniest person on the cell block, and people will come up like, yo, who the Bid? Boom, the Bid. And 10 inmates will hang around you to make their time go by faster.
Damn.
It's bidding.
Yeah.
That's what they call it. And the lingo poured onto the streets of Philly. Mm-hmm. Now, it's the young generation. That's all they know. If you mention Bid to them in Philadelphia, jail don't even come to their mind.
Damn.
Like, to the younger generation.
Anybody that's funny in Philly.
Writing the movie, fellas, how did y'all come up with how did y'all figure out who y'all was going to exactly cast for the movie, and then just actually writing this thing? What was the creative process behind that?
Well, when we was writing it, we all the Instagram comedians in the movie have their own little niche, their little signature things, what they known for on Instagram.
That's right.
So when we wrote it, we casted them through Instagram. We kind of recognized their niche, and we wrote they part in the movie to do what they're already known for.
Yeah.
So when they pop up on the screen, they fans go crazy, but this is what they see them doing, just so everybody can be comfortable and just in their element.
Exactly.
So we just cast it like that, and pretty much, okay, we talked to him, he said he gonna do it. We wrote the part, keep the storyline strong, but still mix in what he does on social media so he can be in his element.
So creating and crafting the movie during that time, man, I mean, talk to me about the ups and downs as, you know, movie producers and content creators and filmmakers. What was that like, trying to keep everybody on track, get everybody there on time, and actually, you know, adhere to this schedule that y'all had, man?
The way we set it up, we was already working like 2 months before we got on set. So every comedian that came, they had their own special day and time. Mm-hmm. So when Ha came in, it was Ha Day.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? When Mr. Commodore came in, it's Mr. Commodore. It's like, so we gave everybody their space. All right, how many inmates we need? All right, we need about 20.
Yeah.
It ain't hard in Philadelphia. So, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it was easy. It was kind of easy. Plus, when you look at the reality, like, come on, probably 90% of the cast has been in prison before. Yeah. So everybody was in their comfort zone, man.
And it was, like, fast, because they all pretty much camera friendly. This is what they do all day. They on their phone making skits and making little different scenes and stuff like that. So that made it go by fast because they was just one taking it.
Exactly.
Like knocking it straight out. All these dudes, this is what they do. They record themselves on camera all day and entertain people.
Now on the business side of things though, man, as bosses, getting this thing deals and all of this extra stuff going. What was that like after y'all had that finished product? Then you had that leverage of 13 sold out shows and having to go out here and say, hey, man, we got to get this thing going.
I'm still tired.
Talk to me.
Man, the road, like, to get here, it was rough. Because, like, coming from where we come from, like, it's like a lot of validation going on in Philadelphia. You got to get that validation to get out the city. Yeah. So we took the independent route. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then after we sold out, we knew we had the fan base, but we didn't know how to get the deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when we sold out the 13 shows, it wasn't no rocket science to me to pack up. No, we need to get out here and take it national. Like, you know what I'm saying? So but it was harder than we expected. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we rolled up our sleeves more, and then we linked up with Heat. Yeah. And, Heat. You know what I'm saying? And the Heat introduced us to our manager, Jamil. Yes, sir. And then tied in like a pretzel because Heat knew BPG. Yeah. And Jamil knew Freeway Rick Ross from LA. Yeah. So when he called us, yo, let's go to New York. Let's do it.
What was Freeway Rick Ross talk about when he touched down and he saw the movie too, man? Because being another guy that's done a bid himself, I mean, I know he could definitely relate to it, but then he enjoyed it at the same time.
Well, we actually went up to New York to meet with Freeway Rick Ross, and he was in the middle of a club doing like a book signing. There was a club going on, people were partying. They had a lot of New York artists up there, performing. So it was loud. It was 4 a.m, so we went in there. And he watched it. He put some headphones on. He watched it in the middle of the club for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, 20, 30 minutes of the movie.
And he said, y'all seen enough. I got y'all. Damn. So we thought he was just, we didn't roll all the way up to New York from Philly. He just said, I got y'all, and kind of walked away. So we like, what do that mean?
I knew he was for real. I said, Rich, that man not playing, man. Yeah. That's Freeway Rick Ross.
I wasn't convinced. I needed to know what do that mean. So I went over to him and bought some books. He was selling books because I needed to have a conversation.
Exactly.
So, I went over there, copped some books off him. He said, yo, I got y'all. I mean, he talked to Mill, which is our manager. And Mill said, he got us. Next thing you know, we went to Hollywood.
So when y'all touched down in Hollywood, what was that like, man, when you looking at them bright city lights and hey, man, we over here in Hollywood handling Hollywood business in this thing.
It was crazy because we didn't know we was up practicing how to talk in the office, working on our posture. Yeah. We went and bought some suits. Like everybody else in here was dressed normal when we went to meet. We came in with suits, briefcase.
But we was serious, man.
Look like the Men in Black in this thing.
Man. I look like a Jehovah's Witness man going on my suit, man.
So we just went in there like that and we talked. We just kept it real with dude. We told him what we don't know. A lot of stuff we don't know. We new to this. All we know is we got this. We got something. So
it was all about convincing him.
Yeah.
For real. Because it's urban. Like I'm talking about it's under urban. Like, and they don't have an audience. Who we going to compare it with? Because you can't compare it with nothing that's out right now.
Because it's a social media movie.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We ain't have no stars and no, quote unquote stars that Hollywood usually
recognize.
And when we was touching out to people, they nah, man, y'all don't got no stars. And we y'all don't get it. These is the new era of comedians that's coming through. These is the ones that's getting booked at the shows and everything, doing they going on tour. So we knew we had an audience, but we just had to convince them. And what he told us was, okay, y'all knew. I know y'all got something. Go get a marketing team. If you can find a marketing team, we'll give y'all the deal. So that took us on another year, Chief. And then that's when he took us up to Gene Nelson and Blueprint Group. Yeah. And introduced us to Al Branch. We met them at the Roots.
Al.
Yeah, we met them at the Roots Picnic.
Yeah.
Cortez and there's a couple of them over there. It was dope, man. Yeah. And that's when it all start brewing from there, basically.
So now, before the film, man, I know y'all boys both had different lives. You was a rapper and you had did times. Yeah. Talk to me about this, Boone. Rapping before the film, what was that like? And was you trying to be a rapper?
Well, I used to rap. I've been rapping since '99.
Damn.
I got a song with Waka Flocka in 2010, and I actually stopped and got into comedy. I started doing Instagram skits. back in like 2012. Soon as Instagram went to 15-second videos,
Yeah.
I started mine. My first video went viral. I told on my mother, and that it went super viral just to go to a party. I thought like it was just going to be a joke. It was everywhere. I'm talking about everywhere. So then my videos just start going crazy.
Yeah.
And then while I was doing the skits, I start if you click the hashtag letters in the friend to my pen.
Yeah.
I mean letters in the pen to my friend.
Yeah.
If you click that hashtag on Instagram, it's like 62 messed up letters I wrote my best friend. So, but people didn't know what I was doing back then.
Yeah.
Like I'm writing these letters like, oh, I know you told me to take care of your baby mom, man, but I went by there, things went left. So when we put that together, when we writing the storyline,
Yeah.
that's the whole storyline. When they watch the movie, I
Yeah.
run into him in there while we get wrongfully accused for killing a cop dog.
That's dope as hell.
Yeah. So when I get in there, the whole Philadelphia has been looking at these letters for years. So when we showed the trailer,
Yeah.
and this showed me like oh man, Mike, and everybody in Philadelphia was hyped. Like,
Yeah.
oh man, it's gonna be dope. And then when we start showing the comedians, it just went from there, man.
And,
Get in here,
and
Rich.
with me, I got locked up in 04, but prior to me getting locked up, I was rapping. I had a little local buzz in the city.
Okay,
I used to
then.
do a lot of little freestyles with Cosmic Kev,
Yeah.
the DJ down in Philly. So I got locked up in 04. I was sentenced to 22 years in the feds. I wound up getting a... I wound up getting a sentence reduction based on the Fair Sentencing Act that President Obama signed into law.
Yeah.
So that enabled me to come.
man.
Yeah, shout
Yes,
out to Barack, man. So that enabled me to come home early, and I came home in 2015. I was supposed to come home in like 25 or something like that. But I came home in 2015, and when I came home, I hooked back up with Kev. And Kev was like, "Damn, you home now? You might as well, you know what I mean? Get back in the booth, record, do something." Like.
Yeah.
So I'm like, "All right, cool." He said, "Why don't you do a record with Boone?" I didn't know Boone at this time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Who was that?" Like, I'm just home. So he showed me. He broke down, you know, gave me Boone's story. Boone was like the hottest artist in the city at this time. He had like the
Papa
biggest
Perk
record.
song.
So
If you Google Papa Perk, yeah, man, Nicki, Chris Brown, everybody stamped it, man. Snoop Dogg.
yeah, it's a real big record in the city.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry to be the Perk Godfather, man.
So man, Boone did a strip club record called Watusi. So it did what it did in the city. They was banging it in the clubs, and I was surprised. Like me, I always just had an underground buzz. I never did strip club songs and none of that type stuff. So
Yeah.
So we did that. Then we did another record. Then we just start like, you know, let's do something dope for the city. Let's just do something. Da-da-da. And that's when he had an idea with the bid. And you know, I was in jail writing scripts and stuff already, so we just tied everything together and just took it real serious, man.
What do you feel like was the biggest obstacle from conception and coming up with the idea for the bid to actually getting to where it is now?
It weren't really no obstacles. Cause it was like I think of different concepts. Like me and him just think of different concepts all day, and once we like attack it,
Yeah.
we already got it all planned out. Like that was pretty much easy. The hardest thing was getting all those social media comedians and putting them in one movie. Now you got all these people in one movie. Now what you gonna do with them? So I already knew I wanted to do something with social media comedians.
Exactly.
I'm thinking for weeks, going to sleep,
Yeah.
popping perks, waking up, like, you know what I'm saying? Just doing like for real, man. I've been free from Percocets for like since last April, but. You know what I'm saying? But when we thought of it, you like, where you gonna put all these people?
Yeah.
Where they been? They been in prison
Yeah.
before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then now it's a open highway for a writer. You put 30 comedians in prison,
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? It's an open highway. You can write what you want about. You got TV room, you got the laundry room, you got the yard. And now it's just like,
Nice.
no, let's put Mr. Commodore on the phone scene.
Yeah.
Let's put Ha coming in, new fish.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's put this person in the yard. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
just anything. So it was like, once we figured out to put them in prison, it was easy after that.
Once y'all figured that out and then y'all went into that movie theater and you previewed that thing, what was the feeling when you saw it on the big screen for the first time?
Oh man, it was overwhelming. I couldn't believe it. It was crazy because how many people was there. Like the line was outside. I couldn't believe all them people showed up and they was watching it. and as they watching it, they're laughing. So it was like a real like it just felt very, very good for me.
I'm getting chills just thinking about
Yeah,
it.
it was
I can
like
kind
a
of feel
good
that
feeling,
though.
man.
I felt that because I seen that with my mind's eye, and it's like that's a beautiful feeling
it's
right
like,
there.
It's like I'm lost for words, man. Words can't even describe the feelings, and especially we was able to put a lot of people on in Philly.
Yeah.
So that right there was also an overwhelming feeling because all of them was on the big screen, not just us. So and it was like a unity thing because in Philly we like pit bulls, man.
Talk to me about that. What was it that made you attack it and say, hey, man, we got to get some camaraderie going on in this thing, and we got to work together to make this happen, and we got to stop all the BSing out here.
It's just you got to get them kids. Like every inner city across America. Like I don't know about other cities, but in Philadelphia, a lot of programs got shut down, and it's not nothing for the kids to do. It's not that many libraries. It's not that many community centers, and it's not that many sports teams.
Yeah,
you got to go to the good. You got to travel. Like so, the people in the urban areas, we kind of like jacked up.
Yeah,
we like, man, what can we do? Like, you know what I'm saying? That like to get like especially the comedians, they running around beefing with each other and doing like, you know what I'm saying? So we like, nah, this is dumb. They calling me to do a skit. I'm like, nah, like come on, man. Like let's do something, let's make some money.
Yeah.
Like what y'all want to do? Y'all want to beef or make some money? All right, how much y'all want to be in the movie?
Exactly.
So that's how we start. Like bringing on. They like, all right, come on.
Exactly.
And then once the buzz like start getting up there, now they start getting serious about it and they stop. And then once everybody came on the set, it was all love. Because Rich and I, he got more street command than me, but they already know he wasn't playing. But I told him, I'm like, yo, we don't want no dumb stuff when y'all come up. We got a dope set, man. Just come up, get y'all stuff off, man. Y'all want to be in the movie? Come up. We ain't turned nobody down.
Damn.
If you wanted to be in the movie, you a comedian.
Yeah,
right,
we figured it out. We
like,
put everybody in the movie that came and.
If you was aggressive, all right, come on, you talking too much, man. You funny.
But as far as them, I think the way we had it set up, like we had our camera crew, our light and our sound man.
Yeah.
When they saw the professionalism as how it was set up, I think they jumped into character and really took it a little more serious. So it was more presentation. It wasn't about like no street stuff or nothing like that.
What are they saying now when they see the success and they seeing how y'all moving around with the movie and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's dope because everybody is expanding.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody buzz is getting bigger. Like A-Town.
Yeah.
Like people start, man, we wouldn't picked up A-Town from the airport. They was going crazy. But he just been sitting in Philly like just grinding for the like last couple years though.
My God.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So that was dope to see, man.
Yeah.
And like when people like you see everybody followers go up and everybody just happy right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, everybody think you got $1 million, man. They don't understand the business. So we going through.
Break the business down, too, man, for those that want to get into it so they can figure out exactly what are the realities of this whole thing, man.
See, with us, we got in a good position because we didn't wait to get hired. We paid for our own film. Like we had a it was a little budget, but it was enough to get the film. We ran through a couple no, y'all can only have the prison. We had the prison locked down. What's the prison called?
We supposed to have for 30 days,
Holmesburg Prison in Philadelphia. It's been shut down for years, but they told us we could have it for 30 days. No, not 6 days.
Yeah, after
they told us,
gave it to us for 30 days, we setting up to shoot the movie. Now they chopped us down to 6 days. So that was a situation. There's no way we could shoot a movie in 6 days.
Yeah.
So we had to figure that out. So
how the hell did y'all figure that out?
My boy, man. Had to make the OG call, man. I called my boy Don. Shout out to Don Cuban, man. He had a nice warehouse.
Yeah.
That we went he looked out for us, man.
Okay.
And we went in there and I'm like, man, I said, Rich, I gotta call my boy Cuban, man. I think he got a couple warehouses. And Rich was like, oh, let me see him. So when I took him up there, he had a bunch of his cars in there, Rolls Royces, everything. So he like, yo, Boone, go ahead, you want this? Rich like, man, this is perfect, man. I'm telling you, Boone, we gonna go get some bunks and he moved all 30 of his cars out of there.
Yeah.
And we set up bunks and made a whole prison pod.
Yeah, we went and bought a whole lot of bunk beds. It's dope the way we did it. As soon as I looked around, because I've been in prison for 11 years, so I know what a prison's supposed to look like.
Come on now.
I had all the elements in the warehouse that I needed.
Exactly.
It took me about 2 minutes to say, Boone, this is perfect, because he was trying to give us a bigger warehouse.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, we cool with this.
Yeah.
Like, this is perfect for what we trying to do. So we went ahead and knocked it out in 30 days, man.
My God. So now answer me this, fellas. Where we're about to go next with this thing, though.
The sequel. Boone and Rich and the Feds.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the Feds this time because
This time
you know,
we tying in the country,
in
big
the Feds,
budgets.
you got inmates from all over the country, all over the world actually.
Yeah.
But so we're gonna go in the Feds and just take social media and comedians from all over the country. It's better for marketing purposes and
Yeah,
things
yeah.
like that, and just to give other cities an opportunity, other comedians like.
So we on our real heavy scouting bag right now.
Yeah.
We
Like out
casted,
here in
yeah.
Atlanta, we looking at well, not even looking. We need Country Wayne from Texas though, but I be seeing them out. We want Country Wayne, Desi Banks.
There's a fool
And
with
the
it.
girl,
That's
I
my
think the
dog.
girl,
Yeah.
Pretty V, is the funniest girl in the country.
You got Dominique Daniel 3.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my home
We
girl,
talked to her.
man.
She's
Yeah.
good. We spoke with her.
She a real one. She's a real
so
one.
she gonna
So-
be a CEO.
we gonna get in touch with everybody.
Oh, Dominique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how we do
That's
it,
how we
man.
gonna do
Just
it.
reach
And
out.
if you look at them, they already doing prison skits right
Yeah.
now. Like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, that's like we gonna let them come in and do their thing and represent for Atlanta. Anybody we get, we don't just like, oh no, you gotta say this.
Yeah.
We want you to get your stuff. We want you to feel comfortable. We show you the script.
Yeah.
No, bro. No, you put it in your own way. You ain't got to say a word. Now they ain't gotta, cause they reading the script and they like this. I'm like, no, put it in your own way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you say talk how you talk, and then when Ha Davis came down, he sound like a Detroit guy. So
Yeah.
it was dope. Like you know what I'm saying, the way it came out and the way we put him in the element, bro.
I can definitely dig it. Lastly, how can these folks get the bid, and how can they contact y'all if they trying to get in this movie too?
Well, I'm Boone39 on Instagram, BOONE.
I'm 215 Filthy Rich. The bid Instagram is the bid movie 2021.
And if you want to find the movie, it's on all digital platforms right now: Amazon Prime, Fandango,
iTunes movies.
I like Fandango.
iTunes movie spree on demand, man. It's the #1 urban movie in the country right now.
How do
So-
y'all feel having the #1 urban movie in the country though?
It's crazy, man.
good,
Let me tell you about that real quick.
Talk to me.
When the movie finally came out on the platforms, I was exhausted, man, because we did so much work. So I went to sleep for about 12 hours.
Yep.
I woke up and I had an email and a text saying we had the #1 movie in the country.
Yeah, the flood. It
happened within 12 hours.
Yeah,
like,
we
just
had, like,
went crazy as soon as we put it
God.
up.
They when we talked to the distributor, he was saying, "Yo, man, for an independent movie with no stars," he said, "when I usually put it out, you usually have for like 500 to 1,000 purchases. So that's like if you charging $10, that's like $5,000 to $10,000.
Yeah.
He said our first 4 days, we had 10,000 purchases,
It just
And-
went, man. They was waiting for
and
it.
then it just started expanding.
But that's the power of social media.
Come on,
they,
man.
They running
Yeah.
late. They don't understand the power of social media. Like, and it's crazy because they was like, okay, y'all, they don't have no acting experience and stuff like that. So they was giving us slack with that. But these guys really do have acting experience. They
Facts.
act more than real actors. They
Yeah.
do this all
Man,
day.
black
Exactly.
people been acting
Like
since
you
we was
see
little.
Dominique there. You see acting all day. This is what
Exactly.
these people do. So
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all crazy.
You know, black people know how to act original.
So-
Exactly.
Originally. You know,
So-
your mom tell you go in your aunt house, go ahead, act like you got some sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real, man. We know how to act. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just calm down and do your thing.
Exactly.
So it was dope, man.
I can definitely dig it with fellas. Boom, Rich. Appreciate y'all coming through this
You
thing,
already
man.
know.
Wish
Thank
y'all
you,
nothing
man.
but the best and much
Appreciate you for
success.
having us, man.
Beehive Radio Shout. I'm up out of this thing. The bid, make sure you get that thing ASAP. We go.